Hello, friends. My name's Michelle, and I call myself the Beauty Treasure Hunter. Today, I've got some treasures for you, ranging from W7 to Clinique and NARS and everything in between. So, if you want to see how I got this look, then hang right with me. All right, I've already put on some Biore Aqua Rich. This is the American version. It's a little bit more glowy and you can feel it more than the Japanese version. The Japanese version really is just a watery essence and it's wonderful. So I prefer it. I'm going to go ahead and put on some Legouche Multi Balm under my eyes. Let that be marinating there. I noticed that my NARS Radiant Primer has an SPF of 35, so I'm gonna add that in. It's always good to get more SPF, right? And I don't think the foundation I'm gonna use today is very glowy, so this will help because this is definitely glowy. I ordered a darker color of the Age 20s Intense Cover Essence Packed, and I noticed that it has an SPF of 50. I'm going to show you the difference in the two colors. First one I got was 21N. Looks like this in the pan. And it's just very sheer. So I'm not sure if getting a darker color will make that much difference or not. This one is 27C. Here's what it looks like in the pan. So we've got 21 and 27, but they're so sheer. I really don't think it's going to make a whole lot of difference. I'm going to use this today anyway to prime my eyelids and just use this on the top of my hand as some sunscreen. Blends out. It's almost like totally sheer. That's why I'm not sure if the colors make a whole lot of difference. But it does seem to cover a little bit, doesn't it? Especially if I can go back in and tap a little bit. And it's so moisturizing. It kind of reminds me of the CoverGirl balm that is mixed with the, is it Olay? I think so. So you can get a little bit of coverage if you go back in and pat. Still see my veins a little bit over there, but I absolutely love the feel. Now these are the minis, so they're $7. The original, the normal size is like 4 times the amount, but it's also 4 times the price. If you want to just try it out, that's not bad. Okay, around my perimeter, I'm going to put on some W7 Lumina. I think there are 4 shades of this, and I have the diffused shade, which is like the 3rd shade out of 4. So this is going to give me a little bit of color also, a little bit of glow, kind of like a darker version, for me, of the Hollywood Flawless filter. Okay, that gave me a little bit of glow and a little bit of color. The eyeshadow I have today is the Beauty Bybel, the OG palette. The overlay has the shade names, and here's what it looks like. Isn't that beautiful? So I think I'll start with the matte in the lower corner, and from the BeauArt White set, the Flame Blender number 11. I think it's called that because it kind of at the tip looks like the flame on a candle. I got this palette in my IPSY box this time. I have like, it's not the, there are 3 levels and I have the mid-level membership. You get to choose 3 of your items and they give you the other 2 based on a little questionnaire that you fill out at the beginning. I haven't ever gotten anything that I wasn't just thrilled with, so I'm really enjoying that. It's like a surprise every month, partially, and then partially a treat that I get to pick out, you know, what I want. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next row and do this light brown and use the number 17 eye puffer from the ProArtist white set. Here's the shape of that one. I like to do crease and a little above. Some people just go right in so they get a, the crease and below, but I try to do crease and above. Because when I relax, my hood comes down and I don't see as much. I lose some of that. So if I go above the crease, I at least see it. In the description of this palette, it mentions that the shadows are blendable and buttery and hydrating, and that really does feel like the case. Very smooth. Okay, now I think I'll throw in some color, and we've got this. It's kind of a burgundy-ish brown color right there. And I'm going to use the number 16 upper crease. It's squished, see that? But it's fluffy. Some of these indie eyeshadows are just amazing. What I mean by that is, independent owners, not owned by big companies, but very small makeup brands. So indie for independent. And I think the founder of this one, Carly Bybel, Bybel, that's where that name comes from, the beauty Bybel, Bybel, her last name. Okay, now I'm going to take a Precise shader number 12, little dents there, and I'm going to go underneath with this shimmer right here. It's right underneath the one I just used. Okay, and we'll see how this next part goes. I'm going to try this shimmer right here. Okay, I think that's nice. And then there is a really crazy pink iridescent right here. I'm going to try a little bit of that. Let's see. Just right under my eye. Sometimes I like to put a pop of color right there. Okay, now I'm going to clean up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to use one of my She Glam little jelly sparkly eyeshadow sticks. Golden Girl. So I like the sheen I have, but I need a little bit of sparkle. And I've got some swatches on the other hand for later. Ooh, isn't that nice? I have several of the Danessa Myricks. Those are the ones that got me started on this type of eyeshadow stick. It's different. And so I have been collecting lots of different kinds. Some from Catrice and e.l.f. I need to show all of them one day. For my foundation today, I found some Clinique Superbalanced makeup off of, I think it was eCosmetics, and the shade Alabaster number 10 was on sale for $21. So sometimes I will get a shade that's a little too light, too dark, but very close to what I would need, and just adjust it. So I think I'm just going to go in, mainly start with the middle of my face, the T-zone, and move out from there. And I have noticed that my pores are enlarging around my eyebrows. Isn't that crazy? Gravity at work. Okay, I think this makeup is really, really natural looking. Light coverage that helps if you just want to even out your tone. I'm going to use my Maybelline under eye corrector. I think it's supposed to be a dupe of the Tarte under eye corrector, except this one is much cheaper. Okay, I'll let that be setting down. I'm going to use my L'Oreal Precise Root Touch Up and a very thin angled brush. And this brush is just a little too big, so I'll load up this one. Just brush it through, and I love how it just clings to my grays and blondes. And you can see I'm missing kind of the tail of my brow, so I kind of draw that on. I'm not really good with the pens where you draw the hair strokes, but this I can do. Trying to get my camera to focus. So this helps with the color, but I still need to paste them down a little bit. I think if your brows get too fluffy looking, you know, that's what I see when I go visit my 95-year-old mother-in-law in the nursing home. They have lots of fluffy eyebrows out there. Just saying. Okay, I used the e.l.f. last time, so this time I'll use the Catrice Brow Sleek. It's the same kind of consistency. And I like to pat them down. Okay, now today I'm going to compare a little W7 Cheeky Cheeks set. It comes with 2 blushes and 1 like contour / bronzer shade, and I have the new contour by Colourpop in West Beach, I think is the name of mine. Yes, and I also have 2 of their blushes. One is in Thanks, just THX, and the other one is in IKTR, and I'm sure that stands for something. I'll pop it up on the screen if I figure it out. But what we have here, this side is the W7 side, and this side is the Colourpop side. And you can see they're very comparable. These have been on my hand for a little bit. So the W7s have set down. Let's see about the Colourpop. So you see the difference is that the Colourpops are probably not going to set down. But I'm going to use the bronzers or contours and the top blushes, one on each side of my face. I'll go this side, W7, just like this. W7 on the left, Colourpop on the right. So we'll start off with the contour. It does have a tiny little wand, but that's good for small places. Also, this is a 3-piece set, and it is like $6.99 on Amazon. But they only have 0.05 fluid ounces inside of these. It's like a 1/20 of an ounce. We'll go ahead and do the Colourpop on the other side. This is a little bit cooler of a color. And I'm going to use, I got a number 60 flat top. So I'm going to blend out the W7 first. Blending out very nicely. Sometimes the cheaper things don't, but this one is. Kind of clean off my brush a little bit. Okay, now going in with the Colourpop side. I knew this would blend out really well because I know it doesn't set down, but very, very blendy too. Can't really see much of a difference in each side. If anything, I would tell you that I like the W7 side better. And now for the blush. I'm gonna use the lighter of the blush shades. Let's see, I'm gonna use Thanks on the Colourpop side. It's a little bit darker than the other side. I'm gonna use my 47. I'll start with the W7 side. I'll clean off my brush a little bit. Now going into the Colourpop side. Just as far as color goes, I prefer the Colourpop color, but they both blended out nicely. And now to kind of even this out, I am going to use my Maybelline Master Contour palette. It has bronzer, blush, and a highlight. So I'm going to use a number 93 for the blush. It looks to have a little bit of glow to it. We'll see. We can tell. Okay, now I'll go in with my number 50 for the bronzer. And I still feel very wet on both sides. Now I like a little flat brush for highlighter, so I'm going to use what is in the palette for that. So I like this palette. I like all three colors, and it would be great to travel with. Okay, I am going to sit down under my eyes, and I will have to tell you I'm having trouble getting the W7 stuff wiped off, so that's good, man. That means it's not going to come off very easily. I can use my H2O lock powder for my under eyes, and really, I don't have any creasing. They don't need setting down. I mean, they don't need like me blending them out. Can use my fluffy flower brush. I'm really loving this number 7 ProArtist Set the Scene powder. It is super, super fine. Like, you can do this, and I think it just disappears to nothing. So that may be a really good test for you. Dip in and then see if it hangs around. And I would say the finer it is, the more it's going to kind of disappear into your skin, but that's good. You can use a triangle puff. I like to just dip it in and kind of pull it off and then press. Still lets my highlight show through. I do think this is my new favorite powder. It just feels so silky soft. Let's see if it can help with my crow's feet wrinkles up here. Okay, this is a $1 Billion Beauty lip liner. I think it came in a 3-piece set. And this one is in chocolate. And I got this Rare Beauty gloss at a discount store. This one's in the shade Delight. That has a really nice taste. I'm gonna blend it out a little. Okay, at first I thought that was gonna be a little bit too dark, but I think I like it. Okay, I got this Almay Conditioning Liquid Eyeliner, and this is in brown, and it is just, I think it's a brush tip. Just gonna kind of drag it over the top. I always find my left side harder to do. I think I'm gonna go back to my Sky Tubes for my lower lashes. Okay, I like that. This one's a definite yes. Sky Tubes. Woo! Okay, I think I will go over my powders with this Live Glam Mist Independent spray. It's just a hydrating mist. I think it's supposed to be a dupe for one of the Tarte ones, but I got mine at Marshall's by Live Glam in Los Angeles, and this smells so good. Love it. Just eat it up. Let's see, I'll do just a smidge of the new L'Oreal. So much better since it's been reformulated, and I was afraid that if I were to go in like a Walgreens or a store that these had been on the counter for a while, that I might be getting the old version. And so I checked one of my small cans, and it's okay. It's the new version too, so I was thrilled. I'm going to use as my finishing powder today this NARS translucent powder in crystal. It's called the Light Reflecting Setting Powder. And instead of using the little sponge thing that comes with it, I'm going to use a brush and use my Real Techniques number 91. Here's what the powder looks like. I just love a subtly glowy powder. subtly. Is that a word? I think so. So I'll give you a good close-up of what I'm seeing in my mirror today. I was feeling a little bit dry under the eyes, so I took the multi-balm and put some on my middle fingers and just patted that in, and it feels good. The Rare Beauty lip stuff, I feel so good, and has just this subtle taste that's lovely also. So I really like that, and I'm sparkling quite a bit, but I don't care. I like the Super Balanced Clinique makeup. Feels very light, but did, even out my skin tone, so I like that. I don't think there's anything that I put on my face today that I don't like, so that's good. Well, thank you for watching today and spending some time with me. I really appreciate that. I'm trucking right along to my goal of 1,000 subscribers. Please like and subscribe if you've not already. Drop me a comment. I'm at the point now where I can keep up with comments and reply to everybody. I'm making a lot of friends, I feel like. Wherever you are in the world, hope you're doing very well. If you're not, hang in there. It'll get better. When I look back over my life, that's what I would tell my younger self. Hang on. It'll get better. You might not be able to see around the bend, but it's going to be okay. Just hang in there. I hope you see me next time.